Will, you're not the only one with eyeballs in jars.
Like that one. That one was worse than the Flesh House. That one was bad.
Rated E for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very strange episode for you today. You're going to enjoy it very much, I guarantee it.
The
And on
caressing.
this brand new episode of Rated E for Everything, we'll delve into the supernatural, the horrific, the horrible.
How do I follow that?
Sorry, you don't. It's the
I
podcast where we
don't.
talk a little about a lot.
I'm a scary ghost. That was incredible. Thank you for taking it. I can't match that.
Yeah, I was just actually, exclaiming to one of my friends here. I was like, I really don't think I'm using my talent for voices enough, like in just like my regular life. Like I don't know what the voices are, but I can do them, and they just come out of me. It's like little characters. I can't explain it.
You can do them.
I can do them. I don't know what but they're voices.
I have permanent 12-year-old boy voice, so I don't know what to tell you. I can play one character. I can be Dwayne the Rock Johnson of voice acting.
Ryan Reynolds.
I can be the Ryan Reynolds of voice acting.
There you go. Perfect. You can play every 12-year-old animated boy.
Literally. Sign me up. I'll be the Tom Holland of white dudes in Hollywood. White young guys in Hollywood.
Okay, so true. So Chanel, what are we doing? I don't know if it was clear from the intro or not.
It's spoopy season, baby. It's spooky season. So we haven't done very much spooky stuff. We did that like murder true crime one, but
was that in October though?
I don't think so. So we're gonna give you a little spoopy one. We're gonna be telling some scary stories from this lovely Scoop Whoop page that tells us all about scary real things that have happened to people.
Are they real? I thought
I
they were just scary.
Oh.
We stumbled upon a scary short stories subreddit, and we knew we had to share with our readers. If you're looking forward to a night of sleeplessness, read on. I don't think they're real.
Unsure. Okay. Untrue. I take it all back. Everything you hear is a lie from this point on.
But still could be scary as fuck. So
we're hoping.
In fact, fiction is reality is worse than fiction.
You're not wrong, Chief.
Reality. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's the quote? What is it? No. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. That's so upsetting. The fact that I can't remember.
I don't know how to help you.
Reality is often disappointing. Reality is often disappointing. Sorry.
That was your big quote. That was the quote we needed to tell the listeners.
No, it was for myself also, and I was quoting a Marvel movie. That's why I was upset.
Oh man. Good.
It's one of the biggest lines in the movie. Come on. They think they kill him. It's crazy. Guys, Infinity War is an S tier MCU movie.
It's true. I'm not dissing the movie or your ability to quote things. I was just, you were excited for that quote, and I was like, wow, that's really what we're leaving everybody with. That's it.
Yep. And let's do the Kami game.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe we'll have another super cool like stun baton moment.
Just great. Love that.
My mind's feeling all a flutter.
Like a butterfly? See, we would have got it. Wild.
Okay.
Are
you ready?
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1,
dark.
Frame.
Oh.
What did you say?
I said dark, and you said frame. I think I have one.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
All
right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1,
Screen.
window.
Wait, that's not bad. Come on. Okay, screen and window.
Oh.
Wait, what's the first one again?
Window.
Screen? No, the first two.
Frame and dark.
Frame and dark.
Did you say window, dark? Yeah.
Window and screen. Okay, I don't know. Okay.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you have something?
Yes.
Okay, I have something too. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Okay. Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Outside.
Glass.
Oh, that's better. Oh, I see.
What did you say? It like cut out.
I said outside.
Oh, okay.
Um, glass and outside.
Okay, I got one.
I have
This
one.
is
I don't know if it
this is where
actually
my
makes
mind went.
sense.
This is where
Same.
my mind went. So I
Same.
don't think we're gonna get it, but
If we
I
get
don't.
this, I'd be so happy.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Ice.
Party. Wait, what did you say?
I said ice.
Oh, ice? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought of party because of people like smashing bottles on the ground outside.
I thought of like nature's glass is ice.
Oh, wow. Nature's glass. That's crazy. Never even thought of it like that.
Well, you know, just here to change lives.
I guess we can't win them all though. That's a huge fucking L, but oh well.
We
Did we get
have
the last
been
one?
no, we've been terrible. Absolute trash. We started strong and now we're just trash.
Yeah, we had to even out that score at some point, get to stay at a nice cool 34% on the win-loss ratio.
Gotta stay right there. We can't
Yeah,
improve.
no, can't improve at all. Gee, goddamn. Okay, well, without further ado, I guess we might as well just jump right into this, John.
You can go ahead and start us off with the oopy spoopy things that you hate.
Okay, this one is called This New Old House. We bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction, converting the kitchen into the master bedroom, for instance.
Wait,
What the
what?
fuck?
Okay, wild. I'm already
What?
confused.
Well, I'm on wallpaper removal duty, as you should be. The
Yeah,
previous
wallpaper
owner
sucks.
papered every wall and ceiling. Ugh. Removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. The best feeling is getting a long peel, similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I don't like that comparison. I don't
Yeah, that
know.
was gross.
I don't know about you, but I kind of make a game of peeling on the hunt for the longest piece before it rips. This person sounds old. Maybe they're the fucked up one.
Yeah,
Under a
but
corner
like I've heard
section.
people say shit like that before. Like people love peeling sunburn.
Under a corner section of paper in every room is a person's name and a date. Oh, what?
Oh no.
Curiosity got the best of me one night when I Googled one of the names and discovered the person was actually a missing person. The missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. The next day, I made a list of all the names
What?
and dates. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. We notified the police, who naturally sent out the crime scene team. I overheard one text say, "Yup, it's human. Human? What's human? Ma'am, where is the material you removed from the walls already? This isn't wallpaper you were removing."
Ah!
That's pretty
Wait.
that's pretty icky, huh?
It really is like peeling skin.
Yep, it
Because
really
it
was.
is.
It really was.
Ah.
Icky. Yeah.
And how many people? So many people. How many
I
people does it
mean,
take to wallpaper a wall?
how many people does it wallpaper to wall to how many people does it take to wallpaper an entire house's walls and ceiling?
How
You
many
had a skin
licks
house,
to the
bruh.
center of a Tootsie Pop? It's like the same question.
Yeah, gotta be
Like
at least 100 people, right?
everybody wants to know.
I mean, how much skin does the average person have? Are you taking it in strips? What are you doing to it? Like, how are you removing the skin? That's also my thing. How could they not tell it was human flesh? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like,
How old was the flesh? Was it crunchy?
yeah, for
Wouldn't it
real.
be like leather at that point?
Yeah. So many questions. Why don't you read yours?
So we're not into leather wallpaper. Weird. Ew, what a thought. I tried to just say it. It was so gross.
Yeah. You can't just brush past that one.
So gross. All right, mine is
Wallpaper.
called A Message from Your Personal Demons
Oh,
by
okay.
by Mr. Garm or Mergarm.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
say
sure.
mine. Mine was by Bat Out of Hell 821.
You are a bat out of hell.
I'd like to think so.
All right, this is a message from your personal demons.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hello, my dear.
Okay.
You do not know who I am, but I know you. I'm one of the 3 demons that were assigned to you at birth. You see, some people in this world are destined for greatness, destined to live happy, fulfilling lives. You, I'm afraid, are not one of those people.
Damn,
And
that's
it's
so true, huh?
how do they know me?
Yeah, for real. They really do know me like that, huh?
And it is our job to make sure of that. Who are we? Oh, yes, of course. How rude of me. Allow me to introduce us. Shame is my younger brother, the demon on your left shoulder. Shame tells you that you're a freak, that those thoughts that you have are not normal, that you'll
So
never
true.
fit in.
Oh,
Shame whispered into your ear when your mother found you playing with yourself as a child.
oh, I don't.
What
What?
kind of playing are we talking about here?
Yeah, for real.
Shame is the one who makes you hate yourself. Fear sits on your right shoulder. He's my
That's
older
that boy.
brother, as old as life itself. Fear fills every dark corner with monsters, turns every stranger on a dark street into a murderer. Fear stops you from telling your crush how you feel. He tells you it's better not to try than to let people see you fail. Fear makes you build your own prison. Who am I then? I'm the worst of your demons. But you see me as a friend. You turn to me when you have nothing else because I live in your heart. I am the one who forces you to endure, the one who prolongs your torment. Sincerely, Hope.
Oh, why was that one so like okay? I thought it was gonna be like scary, not fucking like okay, here you go. Here's like
What's scarier than
existential
your own
dread.
inner demons and existential dread? Exactly. I think you just nailed it.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing truly as scary as your own existence, right?
What did you say before this? You said reality's worse, and there we are.
Yeah,
Right
you know
there.
what? That's facts.
You
Somehow
wanted
that
it,
one
you
made me
got
more
it.
that one made me more uncomfortable than the skin house. So,
Then the leather wallpaper.
oh god, okay, next
Yum.
one. I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away by horror in pure form. Okay. I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. My parents constantly try to explain to me how sick he is, that I am unlucky for having a brain where all the chemicals flow properly to their destinations like undammed rivers. I mean, okay. When I complain about how
Wow.
bored I am without a little brother to play with, they try to make me feel bad by pointing out that his boredom likely far surpasses mine, considering he's confined to a dark room in an institution. Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I
That
did
kind of
always
sick.
beg for them to give him one last chance. Of course, they did at first. Charlie has been back home several times, each shorter in duration than the last. Every time without fail, it all starts again. The neighborhood cats with gouged out eyes
Oh
showing up in
no,
his
Charlie's
toy
a
chest.
murderer.
My dad's razors found dropped on the baby slide in the park across the street. Mom's vitamins replaced by bits of dishwasher tablets. Oh my God.
Ah,
My
ouch,
parents are
Charlie.
hesitant now, using last chances sparingly. They say his disorder makes him charming, makes it easy for him to fake normalcy, and to trick the doctors who care for him into thinking he is ready for rehabilitation. That I will have to just put up with my boredom if it means staying away from him. I hate it when Charlie has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he is back.
Oh wait. I have a thought. I don't want
What?
to. What if Charlie's like his other persona?
Oh, I think that's what I think that's what it was alluding to.
Damn it, I'm sorry.
Because the last line literally says,
Wait,
"I
no,
hate
no,
it when
just read
Charlie
it.
has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he is back."
Oh, so that's the end of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, Charlie's fucked up.
Whoa.
Charlie, like Charles Manson.
Ooh. 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 What's next? What's next?
All right, my next one is called "What They Don't Tell You About the Dead" by Crimseye.
Okay. What don't they tell me about the dead?
I don't want to sound mean, but the dead are pretty clueless.
So
I've
true.
always seen them. When I was younger, everyone thought I was just talking to imaginary friends. After a couple years, when I overheard my parents talk about calling a psychologist, I realized what I was talking to. See, ghosts don't tend to realize they're dead, and they don't look like it in the movies. They look just like us. I'm pretty smart for a 13-year-old, so I started noticing certain patterns to tell them apart from the living. They could be a bit distant from living people, or you'd see them try to talk to people who wouldn't even notice them. Some of them could tell I was different and that I noticed them. Like this guy I saw after school yesterday. I'm a
Oh.
big boy now, see? I don't need my parents to pick me up. Home is just a short walk away. Oh gosh,
Okay.
I'm nervous.
I really hope this doesn't turn out to be like some weird like ghost rape situation.
I was thinking just like straight up kidnapper, and he's like, ah, that one's a ghost and wasn't.
Oh.
Let's find out. He was standing away from the other parents, didn't talk to them, just stared at me. That's how I knew he was one of the ghosts. I went over, told him I knew what he was and asked how I could help him. I don't remember much after that. I think because of what happened this morning. Downstairs, my parents were crying. Oh no.
Oh my God.
I tried talking to them, but they ignored me.
Yeah,
They must have died last night somehow. Sometimes the new ghost wouldn't talk to me. Some police officers and reporters just arrived. They won't talk to me either, just my parents. It's weird. I've never seen so many ghosts together before. Why won't anyone talk to me?
bruh.
Dude, ghosts are so stupid.
No, literally.
They don't even know they're dead.
Exactly. Okay, that one was, jeez. How
What
dumb
a
are you?
twist
Bit of a twist, eh? Guardians.
of the galaxy.
This one's by Dark Alligator.
Your names are so much better than mine have been so far.
This should be interesting. He awoke to the huge insect-like creature looming over his head and screamed his lungs out. What a line.
What a start. It reminds me of that Black Mirror episode with the like creature Santa. That's immediately what I thought of.
Oh, not Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, what did I say? Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
BT
difference.
Dubs, throwback to the beginning of the episode. I was thinking like when we said dark and frame, I was thinking of Black Mirror and how like that's a
Oh,
screen. That's why I said
yeah.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got there.
Okay. I see you. They hastily left the room and he stayed up all night, shaking and wondering if it had been a dream. The next morning there was a tap on the door. Gathering his courage, he opened it to see one of them gently place a plate filled with fried breakfast on the floor, then retreat to a safe distance.
Wait,
Bewildered, he accepted the gift. The creatures chittered excitedly. This happened every day for weeks. At first, he was worried they were fattening him up, but after a particularly greasy breakfast left him clutching his chest from heartburn, they were replaced with fresh fruit. As well as cooking, they poured hot, steamy baths for him and even tucked him in when he went to bed. It was bizarre. One night, he awoke to gunshots and screaming.
wait, is this kid kidnapped by giant insects? I'm so confused.
He raced downstairs to find a decapitated burglar being devoured by the insects. He was sickened, but disposed of the remains as best he could.
What?
He knew they had just been protecting him. One morning, the creatures wouldn't let him leave his room. He lay down, confused but trusting, as they ushered him back into bed. Whatever their motives, they weren't going to hurt him. Hours later, a burning pain spread throughout his body. It felt like his stomach was filled with razor wire. The insects chittered as he spasmed and moaned. It was only when he felt a horrible squirming feeling beneath his skin that he realized the insects hadn't been protecting him. They had been protecting their young.
Ew, he's a host.
No. Icky.
Oh, ucky.
Not a fan.
I love that the giant bugs decapitated someone. That's wild.
I like how someone tried to rob a house full of insects.
Yeah, weird. Where did they get the mortgage?
No, literally.
I have questions.
Did they just? It reminds me of the Metamorphosis. Did you read that book? Did you ever read it?
I don't think so.
The dude just turns into a giant cockroach and then dies.
It's like the fly.
Is it the same concept?
Yeah, he turns into a fly. Wild, right?
Wild, right?
All right, mine is called Nap in the Car, and it's by Boo.
Oh, cute.
It's actually B_O_O_O.
Oh, boo.
Underscore. There's one at the end too.
Boo.
Boo. Okay. Mommy always leaves me and Daddy home on Saturday nights, and me and Daddy always go get ice cream in the car after dinner.
Aww.
I have to go sit. It's really cute, actually.
Yeah.
I have to go sit in the back seat until I'm a big boy. I go in the kitchen to see what Daddy is cooking for dinner after my Barney movie is over, but he's not in there this time. I saw a note on the counter that said Mommy and Uncle James were going somewhere together. I'm not sure. I don't read that good. I go find Daddy in the garage. I shut the door behind me like I'm supposed to. Oh, no. I don't like it.
Oh.
Daddy is in the car and he already has the car turned on. We must not be eating dinner tonight. Only ice cream. I get in the back seat behind Daddy since I'm not a big boy yet. Daddy doesn't say anything when I said hello to him. Maybe he can't hear me over the loud car. I think I'll take a nap on the way to ice cream. I feel sleepy.
Oh my God.
That's so wrong. That's so bad.
That's really not great. I didn't like that one much.
That's so bad.
Damn.
That is brutal.
This one is called Seeing Red or the First Day of School.
Wow. Relatable.
Yes. Everyone loves the first day of school, right? New year, new classes, new friends. It's a day full of potential and hope. before all the dreary depressions of reality show up to ruin all the
Fair.
fun.
Fair.
I like the first day of school for a different reason, though. You see, I have a sort of power. When I look at people, I can sense a sort of aura around them, a colored outline based on how long that person has to live. Most everyone I meet around my age is surrounded by a solid green hue, which means they have plenty of time left. A fair amount of them have a
What?
yellow-orange tinge to their auras, which tends to mean a car crash or some other tragedy. Anything that takes people before their time, as they say. The real fun is when the auras venture into the red end of the spectrum, though. Every now and again, I'll see someone who's basically a walking stoplight. Those are the ones who get murdered or kill themselves. It's such a rush to see them and know their time is numbered. With that in mind, I always get to class very early so I can scout out my classmates' fate. The first kid who walked in
What?
was basically radiating red. I chuckled to myself, too damn bad, bro. But as people kept walking in, they all had the same intense glow.
Oh
Whoa. I finally caught a
no.
glimpse of my rose-tinted reflection in the window, but I was too stunned to move. Our professor stepped in and locked the door, his aura a sickening shade of green. Oh my god.
The teacher does it?
What?
Gasp.
Okay.
Oh my god. Hey Carl, not to like make you panic, but your aura is looking a little red right now.
Chill out. I literally like turned around. Like I came back to my camera so quickly. I was in the Google tab. Like I was like, oh my god, is there a ghost? Like, am I about to get killed? You were like, I don't mean to worry you. And like, oh,
But
that
there's
one was
someone
by
behind you.
Zenri Hao.
Wow, that was rough. For
Yeah.
those not watching the video, Carl's got his red mood lights on. He is not going to get currently murdered, I hope.
God, I hope not.
Please don't. God, that would be the most tragic shit in the world. That is just like recorded and I can't help you.
You watch me die.
No, I don't want to. Let's not think about it.
Would you
We're-
still release the episode though? You would have to. It's my legacy.
Well, if you want me to, I guess we got to figure this out now. If I die on camera, you can release it.
Okay, well, the ditto.
But like, put on like a can be seen by everyone except for like my mom. Don't make her
so
go
true.
through that.
So true. I'll have to put a trigger warning or something.
Yeah. If your name
I'll be-
is blank blank, do not watch this video.
Someone dies.
So
it's
am I
clickbait, but
supposed
it's
to?
not clickbait.
But it's for real.
But it's
Am I
for
supposed to
real.
release it if you die?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We're at an agreement then.
Okay. Good. Glad we've come to this. This is perfect. And on the podcast too. Why don't you
Beautiful.
read your next horror story and let's stop thinking about our inevitable but
Dude,
hopefully
I'm
not
sitting
eventual
next to
deaths.
like windows and outside's pitch black, and now I'm just thinking like someone's like I'm gonna get murdered on the podcast.
My door is
Podcast.
directly behind me. Like I would be it'd be done. So I'd be done.
I could at least like warn you for that. You can't warn me from the sides.
Well, the door is behind you as well. Oh, but
Well,
then there's also the
that's
one
like a
directly in front of
hallway.
you.
Oh
No,
god,
not like
I'm done.
The back
There's a
doors.
patio door there. There's a window there.
Yeah,
I'm
you're very
screwed.
vulnerable.
I feel like everyone's watching me. Anyways, moving on. The Brave Ones by Scary Max. Here they come again, the Brave Ones. Another Halloween night, and the kids are back, here to prove their fearlessness. I immediately got Divergent vibes.
No, for real.
The old house's floorboards creak beneath their sneakers. Only half an hour until midnight, so I have to work fast. I start with their flashlight, blowing lightly against it so that it flickers, but this inspires a little more than a nervous giggle. 15 minutes until midnight. Time to take things up a notch. I hover up to the ceiling and will my body into flesh. My every nerve is on fire, but they've given me no choice. I force drops of blood to trickle out of my nose, but the boys below don't notice.
Oh.
I knock against the ceiling, but they won't even look up. I thought this place was supposed to be haunted, says the leader. What a joke. 5 minutes until midnight. I'm running out of time. With the last of my strength, I scream, so loud that they finally turn up to look at me. I like to think I put on a good show. I sway on an invisible noose, and the blood flows freely from my nostrils now. A couple of drops hit a skinny one with a crew cut. The boys scream and run into the night. Just in time. Below me, I hear the thing turn. Its disappointment is palpable. For now, it sleeps. But one day, I will fail. The boys will be too brave, and I won't scare them out in time. One day, they will wake it.
It's Hocus Pocus.
It's Monster House.
Oh, that too. Oh my god. So actually super like crazy revelation. I have never seen Hocus Pocus until this year.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, so this was my first time
Wait,
watching it. Yeah,
no,
oh god.
same. I watched it last week for the
Oh,
first
really?
time
I watched it
ever.
a couple weeks ago. That's so funny.
That's
Literally haven't seen it,
crazy.
never seen it. And then I watched the second one.
I haven't watched the second one yet.
But I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
It's like the good type of corny.
Yeah, and then I used to watch obviously you know who like Air Bud is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you watch this like the Buddies movies of his like kids?
No.
Okay. I figured that would be past your time, and that was like more
Past
me,
your
but
time.
because it was like early 2000s, like when I was really young. So like I watched them. And I put on the Spooky Buddies, and I thought it was gas when I was younger, so I was like, I bet it's still gas. That shit was not that great. It's like,
No.
oh
Oh
no,
no,
it was
that's
just
so
like it was the
sad.
bad kind of corny. I was like, I don't know if I can sit through an hour and 45 minutes of this.
Oh, that's so disappointing. What are the
But
chances that we both watch Hocus Pocus for the
I
first time
know,
and
right?
like the
That's so
rest of the world has seen it?
yeah, so random.
Wow.
Also, I rewatched Nightmare Before Christmas.
So good.
Liked it so much more than I have before. Liked it like infinitely more than
Yes.
I did the last time. I was like really, really fucking with it. I was like, wow, this is low key really good. I think that I just like had a very like negative connotation of the movie because the people who I knew and who made it their entire personalities. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like that can, and I'm like, I mean, it's good. Like I don't get that hype though. Like
It's
that's a
good.
little much
It's
for
really
me.
good.
But it is very good. I was like, Jack, like his fucking singing voice is crazy. Like so good, so good.
It's incredible. Top tier.
Top tier. My turn, right?
Yes.
Oh, they got the definition wrong by Leo.
By who?
I think Lloiu.
Got it. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
It has been said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I understand the sentiment behind the saying, but it's wrong. I entered the building on a bet. I was strapped for cash and didn't buy into the old legends of the hotel to begin with. So $50 was more than enough to get me to do it.
Mistake.
It was simple. Just reach the top floor, the 45th, shine my flashlight from the window. The hotel was old and broken, including the elevator, so that meant hiking up the stairs. So up the stairs I went. As I
That's a
reached each
long
platform,
hike.
I noted the old brass plaques displaying the floor numbers. Yeah, 45 fucking. Hold up, though. 45 floors for $50? You got me fucked.
That's
Like,
a lot of
especially-
work.
No, that's a lot of work for only $50. Like,
And
you
you
got me
still have to
fucked.
come down.
Yeah, and it's haunted? No, 500 or nothing.
Bro, you have to skip the 13th floor. You're going to die there.
I noted the old brass plaques displaying the floor numbers 15, 16, 17, 18. I felt a little tired as I crept higher, but so far no ghosts, no cannibals, no demons. Piece of cake. I can't tell you how happy I was as I entered that last stretch of numbers. I joyfully counted them aloud at each platform. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44. I stopped and looked back down the stairs. I must have miscounted, so I continued up. 44, one more flight, 44.
No.
And then down 10 flights, 44, 15 flights, 44. And so it's been for as long as I can remember. So really, insanity
No.
isn't doing something repeatedly and expecting different results. It's knowing that the results will never change, that each door leads to the same staircase, to the same number. It's realizing you no longer fall asleep. It's not knowing whether you've been running for days or weeks or years. It's when the sobbing slowly turns into laughter.
Oh, God. It's like such a nightmare. Like, not only am I trapped in infinity, but I also have to do stairs forever.
Yeah, no, literally. I'd just be like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to die here.
His purgatory ass has to be phenomenal.
I hate you. Oh my god.
All right, mine is So I Lost My Phone by Lynx. It's a short boy. Last night, a friend rushed me out of the house to catch the opening act at a local bar's music night. After a few drinks, I realized my phone wasn't in my pocket. I checked the table we were sitting at, the bar, the bathrooms, and after no luck, I used my friend's phone to call mine. After 2 rings, someone answered, gave out a low, raspy giggle, and hung up.
Oh.
They didn't answer again. I eventually gave it up as a lost cause and headed home. Oh, I found my
No.
phone laying on my nightstand right
You're
where I
done.
left it.
You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done.
That one was rough.
You're done. You're done. You're done. The
Short
short
but
ones.
effective.
The short ones. The short and sweet ones are fucking icky. They make me so when I tear my
That's
skin
bad.
off.
Oh,
Didn't like
that's
that
bad.
one.
Well done.
Okay, my daughter learned to count. No, come not the little girls, bro. I hate it.
Why are they always so much scarier?
There's nothing scarier than a little girl ghost, man. I've talked about it so many times. It's the worst. It's the worst.
Literally have.
It is. It's so bad.
I'm so happy that you got this story just for that reaction.
Fuck. My daughter woke me around 11:50 last night. My wife and I picked her up from her friend Sally's birthday party, brought her home, and put her to bed. My wife went into the bedroom to read while I fell asleep watching the Braves game. Unnecessary detail.
Yeah. You have to know he's an Atlanta fan.
Unnecessary. This is by Real Science 87.
Thanks, Real Science.
Daddy, she whispered, tugging my sleeve. Guess how old I'm going to be next month? I don't know, beauty, I said as I slipped on my glasses. How old? She smiled and held up 4 fingers. It is 7:30 now. My wife and I have been up with her for almost 4 hours. She still refuses to tell us where she got them. What?
She was holding up 4 fingers.
I don't understand.
Like someone else's 4 fingers.
Oh boy.
Tough. That one took some thought.
I don't really know if I like the red anymore.
Carl's feeling in some type of way.
How about a nice warm pink?
Is that pink?
I don't fucking know.
It looks very white from here.
Okay. Is this? I'm looking for orange.
I don't fucking know. He says, "Oh no." No, you're close there. Yeah.
I think that I like that better. Like,
yeah,
this little
that's
pink,
more orange.
This little pink moment.
Said, I like this pink one. It's like bright as white. It's like very good, Carl. Very good. It's because your eyes were so used to the red that the white just looked a little
let's
tinted.
go with that. Let's go.
Or
with
it's
that
your
one.
aura still glowing a bit.
Chill out. I do. My
Okay.
face does look low key kind of red. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah, you're okay. You could be all right.
You're okay. You can be bad.
You can be okay. The worst part of it is that there's a mirror behind you. That just creeps me out for some reason.
That was really unnecessary. Can you keep reading, please?
Yeah, sure. My pleasure. This one's called The Enemy by AG Plus.
Everybody wants to be my enemy.
Wow, you went there.
I really did.
This is not a short boy.
Oh, okay.
I flung myself through the door and vaulted the toppled, long-dead refrigerator that served as an ineffective barricade in front of me. My legs propelled me through the room and into a small hallway on the other side. I couldn't stop to eat the expired contents of the fridge, appealing to me despite their stench after several days without food. The shrieks of pain and cries for mercy around me spurred my body onward and filled me with an unexpected energy in spite of my hunger. We were at war. I came to a halt in front of a small bathroom. A noise. Something behind the shower curtain.
Oh, God.
My fear heightened and images of the enemy flooded my mind. Merciless beasts wearing human skin, devouring indiscriminately, accepting no pleas and respecting no argument. Zombies. It had begun as we expected, with a virus. Corona. The original infected were almost a cliche. There was no humanity left in them, just mindless rage, twisting bodies, and some primal urge to consume others. Our generation had prepared with almost obsessive focus for this type of monster. The first wave was eradicated with almost laughable ease. We were not prepared for the adaptation. We were not prepared for the creature we bred.
Of course.
We were not prepared for the creature we bred by destroying the instantly recognizable zombie, a creature with more tact. Most of the first zombies were killed at close range, you understand, since longer range attacks were less likely to be fatal. We had trained ourselves even before the outbreak to equate infection, quote unquote, with death when it came to zombies. A person, quote unquote, died when their eyes clouded over and they started biting, not when you put a bullet in their head. The new strain of the virus still controlled the body, yes, but it left other faculties to the host. Maybe you could pull the trigger on a hopelessly crazed caricature of your best friend, your spouse, your child. But what if there was still a soul behind their eyes? If even as they attacked, they sobbed and screamed in their own voice? All the virus needed was a moment's hesitation. I bet you'd hesitate. I did, which is why now I could only watch as my arm wrenched back the shower curtain and my hands reached for the cowering child. Why I could only beg for forgiveness before the virus used my mouth to tear ragged, bloody hunks from his body. Why I couldn't even vomit as my hunger dissipated with the now sickeningly familiar taste of human flesh. We were at war, and I am the enemy.
That one was good. That was well written.
That's a good story.
That was a good one. That was good. Fun little perspective switch up.
Yeah.
Okay, The Timekeeper, or just Timekeeper by Gridster 2.
My
He
light
had been
just
given
turned
the
off.
watch.
Hold on.
Wait, what'd you
Wait,
say?
T-O, my light just turned off by itself. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Your light's on. Your light is on. It's brighter in your room.
No, it was not like that. It was like this, remember? Like 2
Oh,
seconds ago?
oh, yes.
It's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Good.
Okay. He had been given the watch on his 10th birthday. It was an ordinary gray plastic wristwatch in every respect except for the fact that it was counting down. This is all of the time you have left in the world, son. Use it wisely. And indeed he did. As the watch ticked away, the boy, now a man, lived life to the fullest. He climbed mountains and swam oceans. He talked and laughed and lived and loved. The man was never afraid, for he knew exactly how much time he had left. Eventually the watch began its final countdown. The old man stood looking over everything he had done, everything he had built. He's 5. He shook his hands with his old business partner, the man who had long been his friend and confidant. 4. His dog came and licked his hand, earning a pat on the head for its companionship.
No, I don't like it.
3. He hugged his son, knowing that he had been a good father. 2. He kissed his wife on the forehead one last time. And 1. The old man smiled and closed his eyes. Then nothing happened. The watch beeped and turned once and turned off. The man stood standing there, very much alive. You would think that in that moment he would have been overjoyed. Instead, for the first time in his life, the man was scared. Interesting.
Wow, what a twist.
Yeah, for real.
So now I have to ask you, if you had a watch that could tell you exactly how much time you had left, 1, would you want it? And 2, would you then be fearless for everything else?
No, literally then I would do so many things differently. If I knew exactly when it was going to be, I'd be like, okay, depending on how much time I had, I'd start doing things very differently.
But like, what if you had the watch and it like told you had 72 years left or whatever, and then like you do something stupid and it's like you have 5 minutes left, like it just like cuts down, like you
I
fucking
didn't even
idiot.
think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Wild. That's so scary.
I definitely want it though.
I have no idea. I think there would be like a freeing sense of like, well, now I know what my priorities are, but you would just know. Like, what if it's a short timer?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Then I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think. All right. Return of the Messiah by Hunt Frog. Interesting.
Okay.
In the year 2026, the Messiah came back down to Earth. She performed miracles and cured the sick. Yeah, wild. There was no doubt as to her authenticity. She appeared to all nations at once, all believed, all worshipped her. Sometime later, after this period of our history known as the Age of Peace, she dropped a bombshell on us. She warned us that heaven was almost full. Nobody had gone to hell during this age. There were a fixed amount of spots left. Paradise would be closed to all who died after the gates close.
Bruh.
That is when the mass suicides began. Taking your own life, she had told us, was not a sin if you died a pious man. The race was on. She looked on and was pleased. She returned to her home, to her throne of fire and flames, and greeted all with a nod of her wicked horns.
Yep.
We almost had a good place in the story.
Absolutely not.
She really wrecked it for us.
No, for real.
That's so good, though.
Oh, man. Okay. There's no reason to be afraid by whoever fights monster.
Who does fight monster?
When my sister Betsy and I were kids, our family lived for a while in a charming old farmhouse. We loved exploring its dusty corners and climbing the apple tree in the backyard. But our favorite thing was the ghost. Okay. We called her
That's
Mother.
Their favorite?
God.
Oh,
lady
no.
Stuck in words.
Middle-aged
That's
women
such a
goes
good
fine.
word.
The other two, unacceptable.
We called her mother because she seemed so kind and nurturing. Seemed is the key word there.
Yeah, don't trust that hoe.
Some mornings, Betsy and I would wake up, and on each of our nightstands, we'd find a cup that hadn't been there the night before.
I don't
Mother
like
had
it.
left them there, worried that we'd get thirsty during the night. She just wanted to take care of us. Among the house's original furnishings was an antique wooden chair, which she kept against the back wall of the living room. Whenever we were preoccupied watching TV or playing a game, Mother would inch that chair forward across the room toward us. Sometimes she'd manage to move it all the way to the center of the room. We always felt sad putting it back against the wall. Mother just wanted to be near us. Years later, long after we'd moved out, I found an old newspaper article about the farmhouse's original occupant, a widow. She'd murdered her 2 children by giving them each a cup of poisoned milk before bed, and then she'd hanged herself. The article included a photo of the farmhouse's living room with a woman's body hanging from a beam. Beneath her, kicking over, was that old wooden chair placed exactly in the center of the room.
Nerp. Nerp. We don't trust ghosts, kids.
No.
We don't do it.
Besides that one Native American ghost in the prison from the CO Stories episode who was just like vibing with the other Native American prisoners.
was like,
he's cool.
Yo,
He's
what it
cool.
do?
He's pretty chill. He's the only one I like.
I'm accepting none, just for the record. World.
Okay, I don't want any. Please no spirits. But I do
Please
like.
no.
He's okay though. I'm not. I just don't want to get on their bad side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Respectfully, I'm good.
That wasn't an open invitation.
No. Not an invitation at all. All right. This one is super short. It's called Crying Isn't Going to Help by
So-
Honest Rage.
So that's both of those are very accurate.
Did you write this?
It might be me. My burner Reddit account. I don't even have a regular Reddit account.
I do, and it's for one reason. Paris did like a Q&A once on
Cute.
Reddit.
Cute.
All right. I pointed the gun at the sick bastard who killed my wife. He sobbed as he feared for what was to come. I pulled the trigger. If only he spoke and tried to reason with me, then maybe he could have lived. But that was obviously not going to happen. After all.
He killed his wife?
Wait, no, I didn't finish because holy shit.
Finish.
Oh, I'm going to read it again because it's so short. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Go ahead. Lay it on.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. Wow. This changes things. I pointed the gun at the sick bastard who killed my wife. He sobbed as he feared for what was to come. I pulled the trigger. If only he spoke and tried to reason with me, then maybe he could have lived. But that was obviously not going to happen. After all, he was born just a few minutes ago.
Ah! Ah!
That's so
Oh no.
That is atrocious.
So actually this brings us to a fun side topic that I'm now going to address with you.
Oh, great. I'm glad that was a segue. The baby murder was a segue. Good.
No. I mean, not really, but like, I mean, it kind of is.
Okay.
Like, bro, if the option was for like to give birth and my wife had to die like in order for the child to be born, no deal, bro. No deal. Not
No.
taking it.
No.
Not taking it. If anything, I'd like the wife to survive. We can make another kid or something and figure it out. But I'm not like
I think we're actually like fucking terrible and gonna get canceled for saying that aloud. I think a lot of people think it, but you're like not supposed to say that.
Oh,
but like
really?
absolutely 100% don't take the baby.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I am not going to give up the love of my life. Not gonna happen. Not gonna fly. I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not a child. I'm sorry. It's just not fucking worth it. Like, it's not worth it to me.
No,
You'll
it's
love that baby forever. Oh my God, the love of your life paid the greatest sacrifice to give you this gift of the child that you had together. No, fuck that.
I
noise,
want
fuck
the
shit.
love back.
Yes.
No, I totally agree, and we might be fucked up for saying so, but I'm like 100% on your side. There's no way. Sorry, I
Thank
knew
you.
her for X amount of years. I knew you for 30 seconds. Get out of here. This is why this is my only like big gripe with Multiverse of Madness. You're not looking for vision. You're looking for your kids you knew for a week.
No, literally, you knew that for a week.
Yeah.
For years.
It's so unfortunate.
Years.
No, I agree. I think you're justified.
Thanks. Let's read this. The Perfect Plan by Hunt Frog. Hey,
Oh, that's another one. He's
on
back.
Monday, I came up with the perfect plan. No one even knew we were friends. On Tuesday, he stole the gun from his dad. On Wednesday, we decided to make our move during the
No,
following
no,
day's pep
no,
rally.
no, no,
Come
no, no,
on,
no.
bro. We don't need these type of short stories.
Yeah, they're happening in real life. We don't need to read about them.
On Thursday, while the entire school was in the gym, we waited just outside the doors. I was to use the gun on whoever walked out first. Then he would take the gun and go into the gym blasting.
Nope. Nope.
Sorry, I just started blasting. Had to lighten up a very serious moment just now. That's on me. Anyway, I walked up to Mr. Quinn, the guidance counselor, and shot him in the face 3 times. Oh my god.
That's
He
vengeful.
fell back into the gym dead. No shit. The shots were deafening. We heard screams in the auditorium. No one could see us yet. I handed him the gun and whispered, "Your turn." He ran into the gym and started firing. I followed a moment after. He hadn't hit anyone
No.
yet. Kids were scrambling and hiding. It was mayhem. I ran up behind him and tackled him. We struggled. I wrenched the gun out of his hands, turned it on him, and killed him. Oh my god. I closed his mouth
hero
forever.
boy.
On Friday, I was anointed a hero. It was indeed the perfect plan.
No, dude, no.
Bro, so he blicked up his least favorite teacher and then killed the fucking other guy.
And was like, oh my
Low-key.
god, look, I saved you all.
That's wild. That's some devious shit.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's so bad.
Ah, damn.
Dear Lord. Oh my god.
Well, I like that these like
effective.
weird like fake like school shooting scenarios haven't been like, you know, kids murdering kids, and the one it was just the teacher murdering them. And then I mean, a kid murdering an adult is not great for sure, but I mean better than them killing each other. Oh well,
Yeah,
I guess he
sure.
did kill his friend, but I mean he was gonna kill them all. Moral gray, moral black area.
I don't know how I feel. Unsure.
Nothing is good.
It's all bad. It's all shit,
Oh,
Ted.
it's all bad. It's all shit.
All right, this one is called The Twist at the End by AI 1267.
Well, way to give it away.
There's a twist.
Ooh, with the twist.
Cradling my 4-year-old daughter. It's a little girl.
Ah!
Cradling my 4-year-old daughter in my arms, all I could do was listen as the screaming outside the house got louder and louder, interspersed with sounds of violence and horrible, horrible wet thuds, and the unmistakable echo of muscle and sinew?
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 Yeah, sinew. Like
Gross.
the bone stuff?
Yeah. The unmistakable echo of muscle and sinew resisting the force that was that was slowly tearing them apart. It started just 3 days ago. Something happened.
Hang on. How is I'm so confused about the wet noises.
I think they're being eaten and torn apart.
Oh, okay.
The blood and the bone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Being slowly torn. Anyways, something happened out there in the world, and before we even get the news of what's going on, seemingly half of the world is gone. Police and military were unable to stop it, providing such a short frame of resistance, it's hard to know whether it was real or just a fluke. There was no centralized target, no way to use our most powerful weapons, not without incinerating ourselves in the process at least. They poured forth across the world from wherever it was that it started. I hear banging on the door downstairs and the screams of people being slaughtered, unable to mount a proper resistance against such a force. It doesn't take long before the pounding gives way to splintering and the sounds of shattering wood. They're in the house. No more than a moment or two passes before the door to the bedroom starts shuddering. The things I piled against it are holding for now, but I know realistically that they're going to manage to come through. I keep rocking my little girl, humming a lullaby in her ear to calm her as she cries. The pounding grows in force and volume, the frames starting to crack. Really killed the mood there. Wow. The pounding grows in force and volume is what Carl was referring to. Wow.
Oh, yes, it sure did.
The frame starts to crack. That doesn't help either, honestly. Oh, okay, now it feels weird, Carl. Look what you've done. The next sentence. I put my little girl on my lap. Oh, God. Her back to my chest, and I stroke her head with both hands from the top of her scalp down across her ears, just as I've done ever since she was a baby. Just the way she loves it. The effect is instantaneous. Her desperate crying calms to a series of sobs and hiccup coughs. It's all one word, hiccoughs.
Oh, good old hiccoughs.
Her small body shuddering against mine in the fear. I keep humming to her, soothing her hair, acting for all the world as if nothing is out of place, not a single thing is amiss. Agonizingly slowly, in a reverse cadence of the sound of splintering wood, she calms down. I can feel it when she stops tensing. As I keep stroking her down the sides of her head, a final hiccough of sob, and she falls quiet. Her body relaxed. She doesn't even have time to realize what's happening as I twist her neck with a violent jerk, accompanied
Oh.
by a dry snap of a sound. She's dead before she can even slump down into my lap. The door is giving way, the furniture pushed back. I may be torn limb from limb while I scream, but at least my baby girl's angel's safe from harm.
I guess it is a mercy at that point. Like, I guess that's fair, but also that's not great.
That is quite a choice. I really, 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 really thought, because it said a twist at the end. I get it now, like the twist of her head.
Yeah.
But I thought he was gonna be like, I killed her, and then like the resistance broke in and we were saved,
Oh, yeah.
or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Woof. I don't think I can make that choice.
Yeah. No.
There's no way.
Warrior of God
Wow.
by KMA Puck.
That is intense.
If God exists, it's fucking me. That's not the quote, but I mean, it is the quote, but that's the quote from something else.
Okay.
The line from this is, if God exists, why is there so much evil in the world? It's a common question, but it is misplaced. All things must have balance. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Light and dark, good and
No
evil.
way. There's no way. Did you hear? I literally said it right before you said it.
Did you really?
I did. What the heck? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm really feeling the Infinity War quotes today, apparently. I guess every day.
Yeah, true.
Sound and silence. Without one, the other cannot exist. So if that's true, then God does nothing to fight evil. That might be your follow-up question. Of course he fights evil relentlessly. I am D'Artagnan. Oh, wow. One of his most holy and righteous angels. I roam the earth, disposing of evil wherever I find it. I kill the monsters you don't ever want to know about. I crush them completely so you can sleep at night. The humans have no idea how many of you live because of the work I do. But what about Stalin, Hitler, Ted Bundy, Jack the Ripper? Well, those are the minor ones I had to let live for balance. The ones I destroy are too horrible and vile to survive. What's funny is, while I would wager you never have heard the name D'Artagnan in any religious texts, I bet you have heard of me. Americans, for example, have their own name for me. Oh, sudden infant death syndrome?
Oh my God, SIDS.
What is that? I don't understand.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Sudden infant death syndrome?
Yeah, it's very common. So he's saying he kills them before they become bad.
Oh. Wow, cute little twist, I guess. I don't know.
Not cute, but sure.
That one could have been better. Mediocre.
That is sad for those who have been there. But maybe
that's not great.
Bartholomew or whatever the fuck his name.
It's D'Artagnan also.
Yeah, Bartholomew was saving you from your murder baby. We don't know.
Most likely that's not the case, but
No, prob's not. All right, this one's called "The Eyes Are Watching Me" by
shit.
by Reclutus.
Reclutus.
This is a long one too. Lyra, you better chill out.
She
Go
can
lay
see the
down.
eyes when they're watching
Stop.
you.
No, stop. Okay. I bought a new house in the small town of Winthrop. I hate that word, Winthrop. The house was cheap, but the most important part was that I needed to get away from the city. A few months ago, I had a run-in with a stalker. While I had managed to get him arrested, I couldn't shake the feeling of eyes just constantly watching me. I felt like there were eyes everywhere, at home and on the street, so I decided to move out into the country to somewhere with a little less people, just for peace of mind. The house itself was big and somewhat old, but otherwise pretty welcoming. The agent who introduced me to the house had been required to mention that a serial killer had lived here in the past.
Why are people so fucking stupid?
Why buy the house then? Why buy the house?
Yeah, you know what? The moment that my realtor goes, hey, you know what? Actually, the person who lived here
Serial killer.
burned 17 children alive in the backyard. I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe we're not gonna cop the building then.
Maybe we'll look at the next one.
Maybe
You
you
know?
should have led with that before we came here.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to be in the house anymore. But no, this lady just bought it. She said, which is why the house was so cheap. Yay.
I need a little cheap little price. I mean, I guess like whatever. Pop off.
However, he and later my next door neighbor Sarah both told me to pay the thought no mind. Oh yeah, just fucking forget about it.
I totally trust someone named Cyril.
Four other owners had lived in the house since then, and all of them were very happy with it. I love the house. Its interior furnishings were beautiful and very comfortable. The people of Winthrop were friendly, often bringing over freshly baked pastries or inviting me over for dinner. "Quote unquote get-togethers," they said. Get-togethers were the key to making sure everyone who lived in Winthrop loved it there. Yet after a week, I stopped loving it.
Oh,
The feeling of someone watching returned worse than before. I tried to ignore it, but soon I started losing sleep. Giant bags grew under my eyes, and I began yawning almost as much as I breathed. Sarah was kind enough to let me stay in her house for a few nights. It was
wait, her
during
name is Sarah.
Sarah.
Oh, I thought you said Cyril.
Cyril. All right, Cyril was kind enough to let me stay in her house for a few nights. It was during this time that I heard the legends of the Forrest Carter, the serial killer who had lived in my house. While no one knows his exact kill count, Carter, also known as the Winthrop Peacock, was a man
Oh.
with extremely severe case of narcissism.
So valid.
The Peacock case, you know. Legends say that he couldn't fall asleep if he didn't feel like he was being watched. He was finally arrested for putting up a scarecrow to watch him during the night. Only it wasn't a scarecrow. Carter had murdered a 17-year-old girl just so her corpse could stare at him.
Oh.
The story gave me shivers, and after I went home, I felt like there were hundreds of pairs of eyes just watching me no matter how I turned.
Yep.
Today, however, was the first day that I acted out. I was cooking breakfast when I felt the eyes instinctively. Out of fear, I threw my kitchen knife, which lodged itself into the wall.
Okay.
As I pulled it out, I found myself staring at a pair of eyes,
You're done.
pickling in formaldehyde.
Stop it.
I've been watching the police peel away the drywall of my house for hours now. So far, they've found 142 pairs of eyes in little glass jars. The scariest thing is, each and every one was staring at me. Carl, you're not the only one with eyeballs in jars.
Like that one was worse than the Flesh House. That one was bad. That was bad.
142 pairs of eyeballs. That is narcissism if I've ever heard of it. Wow, gross.
I didn't like that one.
Alrighty. Wow, that was
Hey.
gross.
Yep, not a fan. All right, this next one is just called Hell by Mean Pete.
Great, Mean Pete. Let's take a look at Hell.
There was no pearly gate. The only reason I knew I was in a cave was because I had just passed the entrance.
Nice.
Wow.
Logical. Good thinking.
Holy shit.
Real big brain on that one.
Fucking stop everything. God damn. Jesus.
He's a smart one.
That's some fucking steak sauce writing right there. God. The rock wall rose behind me with no ceiling in sight. I knew this was it. This was what religion talked about, what man feared. I had just entered the gate to hell. I felt the presence of the cave as if it was a living, breathing creature. The stench of rotten flesh overwhelmed me. Then there was the voice. It came from inside and all around. Welcome. Who? Oh, this is like in big quotes. Welcome. Who are you? I asked, trying to keep my composure. You know, the thing answered. Oh, you know, the thing answered. I did know. You're the devil, I stuttered, quickly losing my composure.
Real
Why
brain
me?
on this one.
I've lived as good as I could. The silence took over the space as my words died out. It seemed like an hour went by before the response came. What did you expect? The voice was penetrating but patient. I don't know. I never believed any of this, I uttered. Is that why I'm here? Silence. I continued. They say the greatest trick you ever pulled was convincing the world you don't exist.
Good one.
No, the greatest trick I ever pulled
No.
was convincing the world that there is an alternative. There is no
Oh,
God, I shivered. The cave trembled with the words, I am God.
oh, angry boy, angry writing.
God is a cave.
God is the cave.
Everyone's always like, God is a woman. No, in fact, it is a cave, not a boy or a girl.
Just a cave.
Just a cave.
Just a cave. It's the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin.
Yeah, yeah, but it smells of rotten flesh.
Ah, yummy.
Delectable. Yay.
It's like the kids in the last true crime that were like, I smell burning, Mom. Why does it smell like flesh? Like they just know.
Flesh is burning. Na, 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 na.
This one's called YLIM3. Oh, I get it. I'm not gonna say it, but I get it. By I Post at Midnight. It's like very small. Are we ready?
Oh, yep.
Little Emily vanished last year. Now they're pouring new sidewalks in my neighborhood, and I found her name in the wet cement, written in remembrance. But it was written in reverse and from below.
Mm,
That's
damn.
why
Got it.
YLIM3 is Emily backwards.
Got it. Got it. The Accident by Min Boy.
Min boy.
It was 1 a.m. and these names. Guy Halverson sat in his dark living room.
That's what you went with. That's what you chose.
Guy Halverson.
Love guy.
He hadn't moved for over an hour. The accident earlier that evening kept playing over and over in his mind. The light turned red, but he was in a hurry and accelerated. Ah. An orange blur came from his right, and in a split second there was a violent jolt. Then the bicyclist rolled over his hood and fell out of sight on the pavement. Oh, Lord. Horns blared angrily, and he panicked, stepping on the gas and screeching away from the chaos into the darkness.
He said, I'm out of
shaken
here.
And keeping an eye on his rearview mirror until he got home. Why did you run, you idiot? He'd never committed a crime before this and punished himself by imagining years in jail, his career gone, his family gone, his future gone. Why not just go to the police right now? You can afford a lawyer. Then someone tapped on the front door, and his world suddenly crumbled away beneath him. They found me. There was nothing he could do but answer it. Running would only make matters worse. His body trembling, he got up and went to the door and opened it. A police officer stood under the porch light. Mr. Halverson? Asked the grim officer. He let out a defeated sigh. Yes, let me.
Oh, no.
I am terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I have some bad news.
No.
Your son's
Yep.
bike was struck by a hit-and-run driver this evening. He died at the scene. I'm very sorry for your loss. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh my God.
Immediate pain.
Fuck?
Immediate pain.
Instantaneous.
Wow. That's painful.
Yep. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get some happy spooky.
There's no such thing here.
None of these have been good.
This one's a bit lengthy. My favorite support group.
Oh Lord.
By I Post at Midnight.
Oh, cool.
Look, I'll be the first to admit I'm a complete bastard. I'm also lazy.
That's the fucking one.
Also lazy. I'm only here to find the idiot because there's almost always an idiot. This support group is pretty typical. We connected online, decided on a quiet place.
You good?
I definitely just heard something, but okay.
No.
Anyways, this support group is pretty typical. We connected online, decided to find a quiet place, and now we're all sitting cross-legged in a circle. Real kumbaya crap. Jerome takes the lead, pouring everyone a cup of tea as he starts talking. I'm Jerome. You can drink your tea, but only after explaining why you're here. I'll start. Jerome tells us what he's never been loved. I can see why. The guy's ugly as sin. He sips his tea while the mousy chick speaks next. Me, you, she says. My parents, short and sweet, no blubbering. Gotta admire me, you. She's probably not the idiot. Next to talk, there are a legless veteran, a broke businessman, a needle-tracked junkie, and a diseased old crone. Then it's my turn. I'm an ass. Everyone hates me. I take a loud, annoying slurp of oolong as the fat kid with a black eye goes next, telling his boring fat kid's sob story. Afterwards, we're all sitting quietly when Jerome keels over. Then Miyu's eyes roll back and she slumps forward. Only the fat kid reacts. What's happening? He whines. I thought this was a suicide support group. Found the idiot. It is, I say, spitting out my mouthful of tea. They support it. No one wants to die alone, kid. Oh, how ghost white he turns, looking into his cup. I love it. These suicide meetups are a sadist dream, and I never have to lift a finger. Told you I'm a lazy bastard.
Jesus.
Whoa! Whoa, and my phone just died.
Oh. Well, do you want me to
I
read the rest of them?
No, I'll pull it up on the computer.
Okay.
What
Want me to
timing
read
that
mine?
was. Yeah, you can go ahead.
This one is also by I Post at Midnight. Next
this guy's
time
on a
you'll
roll.
know better. So true. Have you ever walked into a room and found a vampire? Can't say that I have. No,
Nope.
not the sexy kind.
Oh.
But a foul creature with bony limbs and ashen skin. The kind that snarls as you enter, like a beast about to pounce. The kind that roots you to the spot with its sunken, hypnotic eyes, rendering you unable to flee as you watch the hideous thing uncoil from the shadows. Has your head started racing, though your legs refuse to? Have you felt time slow as the creature crosses the room in the darkness of a blink? Have you shuddered with fear when it places one clawed hand atop your head and under your chin so it can tilt you, exposing your neck? Have you squirmed as its rough, dry tongue slides down your cheek, over your jaw, to your throat, in a slithering search that's seeking your artery? Have you ever felt its hot breath release in a hiss against your skin when it
And he
probes your
said
pulse?
he wasn't the sexy kind.
The flow that the flow that leads to your brain has its tongue rested there, throbbing slightly as if savoring the moment. Oh my God, the detail. Have you then experienced a sinking, sucking blackness as you discover that not all vampires feed on blood? Some feed on memories? What? Well, have you? Maybe not. But let me rephrase the question. Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgotten why you came in?
Whoa, that's
Oh,
cool.
no. Ooh. That was
Ew,
interesting.
gross but cool. I like it. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Ooh, look at that picture. Trigger warning. Hidden by KMA Pock. Where are you? I screamed, panicked. I run through the abandoned farm. I can't find her. Not in the old house, not in the barn. I run into the empty field, heart racing. As I scan the area, I run into a mound of dirt and trip, sprawling to the ground. Getting up, it hits me. Abandoned farm. I tripped over freshly tilled earth.
Oh.
Crouching down, I start frantically clawing with my hands. Scooping handfuls of dirt, I hit something hard. Wood. Are you in there? I cry, pressing my ear to the wood. I hear muffled cries. I start digging again, but realize it's taking too long. Looking around, I see a garden shed. I sprint to it, ripping the door open. I see a shovel, still caked in dirt. Probably the same one that the bastard buried her with. I grab it. Running back, I start digging with purpose. Soon the wooden box is exposed. I toss the shovel and rip open the crate. She stares back at me, eyes wide, bound, gagged, but alive. I sigh with relief. Thank God. I reach into my bag, pulling out my rag and chloroform.
What?
What a twist! I crouch down, placing it over her face. She struggles, faints. I toss her over my shoulder. Ah, hell. My brother says as I walk back to the truck with a smirk. You found her. Yep, you almost had me, though. I laugh. All right, my turn. Where did you put her? I gestured to the creek area. Somewhere over there. Drowning's an issue, though. Jerk, he says, running off. I smile, watching him go. I love adult hide and seek.
Oh my God.
That's fucking twisted.
That's foul. No.
Wow. Wow. It's
can
like if
you-
Hills Have Eyes was like written from the other perspective.
No, for real. Okay, so that's yours. It's my last one. I think this is the. Oh, can you go up again? Up one more. Like up to 14. This is the one. Okay. The doctor, this is Hands by Minboy. The doctor pulled the stethoscope ear tips out and hung the device around his neck. Mr. Weatherby, all of your tests have come back negative, and my examination shows nothing abnormal. Adam knew what was coming next. I'm not crazy, doctor. I'm sorry, but there is no physical reason for why you occasionally lose control of your. I can't do this. Lose control of your hands. A
I
psychologist.
was digging it. I don't know.
I don't need therapy. I need answers. They seem to have a life all their own. I can't hold a job. I'm under investigation for assault. I almost killed my neighbor. This can't go on. I'll try anything at this point. After 2 weeks on a new medication, Adam saw no progress and grew increasingly depressed. He was convinced that despite what the doctor said, it was not a psychological problem. That night, a frustrated and angry Adam sat in a chair and drank bourbon. Mistake. Drunk
Yeah,
and
that never
hopeless,
helps.
he stumbled to the garage and started the table saw, then slowly lowered his wrists toward the screaming blade. Oh my God. Detective Armstrong entered the garage where several uniformed officers stood over the blood-soaked body. So, what do we got? He asked, taking in the blood-spattered scene. This is a weird one, Detective. How so? Take a look at the body. He apparently chopped off his hands with the table saw and bled to death. Armstrong knelt down, and we can't find his hands anywhere.
Yeah, they were actually alive.
No.
That's gross.
No.
That's like, I don't know. It should be like horrifying and weird, but I kind of
Yeah.
just like laugh at that one.
I kind of just laugh at that one.
This one's called The Happiest Day of My Life by Reclutus. We had one by you before. I watched as my soon-to-be father-in-law held his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle. Tears streamed down his face as the wedding march that played in the background reminded him that in a few minutes he would be watching me hold his daughter's hand and slipping on her ring. He walked up to the altar, and I took hold of her hand, grinning from ear to ear. It was the happiest day of my life. My bride's father got down on his knees and started begging. Please, I did what you asked. Just please give my daughter back. I glared at him. Shut up and stop ruining the moment. If you sit back down and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body.
Oh, not him only having her hand.
What is with the hand stuff?
For real, though.
That's so messed up. He had a whole
Fuck that.
ceremony.
Just for the hand.
Oh, that's so twisted.
He,
one, right?
yeah, no, it's this one. He stood against my window by Sabe Thook.
Look.
I don't know why I looked up, but when I did, I saw him there. He stood against my window. His forehead rested against the glass, and his eyes were still and light. And he smiled a lipstick red, cartoonish grin. And he just stood there in the window. My wife was upstairs sleeping. My son was in his crib, and I couldn't move. I froze, and I watched him looking past me through the glass.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
like
please,
it.
no. His smile never moved, but he put a hand up and slid it down the glass, watching me. With matted hair and yellow skin and face through the window. I couldn't do anything. I just stared there, frozen, feet still in the bushes I was pruning, looking into my home. He stood against my window.
Oh my God, he was
The
inside.
house, yeah.
Ah,
The call's coming from inside the house.
I knew you were gonna say it. I really did. Oh, that is.
Am I that predictable?
No, I just know you.
Okay, fair.
Ballers by Dastard82. This is the last one, by the way.
Yeah, this is the last one. I thought you said ballers, but
Ballers.
baller.
Wow, this is quite the sentence to start. People started falling from the sky by the close of the decade. They were never clothed, always naked, always a petrifying grin on their faces. It's like Attack on Titan.
People. Yeah,
It's raining men.
and
I did that.
women, I guess.
It had been just a few at first, but then hundreds and thousands would fall at a time, destroying cars, homes, blocking off highways. Strange discoveries were made upon research. They were human, but lacked any blood, intestines, even a heart. No one could explain the hideous grins they had or even where they came from. It was a woman in Costa Rica who made the latest and most disturbing discovery. She recognized one of the fallen bodies as a long-dead relative, one who died back when she had been a teenager. Then more and more identifications were made. Soon people were picking out their long-dead loved ones amongst the video feeds, cadaver piles, and crematoriums. No one could explain why they were coming back, falling from the sky. Even more distressing, after disposing of the bodies, it wouldn't be long until the same body came plummeting from the sky again.
What?
You could not get rid of them no matter what. People were getting killed by the higher volume of falling bodies, and soon after burial, they too began to fall. My mother was killed when a body landed on her car, crushing her. The next week, the news reported on a body that had gotten lodged in an airplane windshield. I saw my mother's face grinning, the happiest I'd ever seen her.
Oh,
They say when hell is full, the dead shall walk the earth. What about heaven?
that's the second time people have made jokes about them closing heaven. Not jokes, but have implemented it into their
Yeah.
stories. Not jokes.
I've literally never thought about it, but now I will.
No, exactly. I just figure that God would just make more room, and then an infinitely expanding space. Since people are always dying, like why would it not just be ever expanding, right?
I just assumed there was no limit. The
Yeah,
limit does
the
not
limit
exist.
does not exist.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed some oopy spoopy ones. These were definitely scary, and not super scary, but not great. Like make your skin crawl a little bit for sure.
Yeah, there's some real gross ones in there.
Yeah, so hope you guys love the skin. We're sliding down the skin slide of your house.
Oh God.
What
Oh
did I say?
no.
I hope you guys enjoyed the oopy spooky rated E episode that we put out for you today. I don't even know if that's the same voice as the one that I did in the beginning. Is it?
It's
I don't think
close.
so.
Yeah, I think so.
Close? Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at Rated E Pod. Make sure.
You're like a scary little leprechaun. Me pot of gold. I killed him.
Make sure to check out Yasmin of Bed Art on Facebook and Instagram
Somber.
and Twitter. And
Yo, if you like spooky shit, she's your girl.
She's great. She's got great art for that, for spoopy stuff. So, and I think she just had a show and is maybe having another one. I don't quote me on anything.
Yeah, check out her tarot deck, which I think
are we
the next show is very
fucked
tarot
here?
based. Oh, you're freezing. You good now?
Can you see me dancing?
I can.
All right, cool. Then yeah, we're good. I'm still unstable.
Check out her tarot deck. Super fucking cool. One of the best tarot decks I've ever seen. Maybe the best ever.
Super cool. Super cool.
If you want tiny little pieces of art that are also useful, that's your shit.
Yep.
So check that out. I know she's having a show solely based around tarot decks, which I think is super cool.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then check out everything else because it's just as cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So make sure to check her out. Make sure to check us out. And thank you all for listening. And we wish you a very merry spooky season. So keep your pistols full and your Halloween bag empty to trick or treat. Love you. Bye-bye.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my God, it's almost Halloween and it's almost Carl's 21st birthday.
Holy shit. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
We're gonna have an adult on our hands. I mean, you're kind of an adult. But
If I
like
can
the
die for my
adulty
country.
You can die for your country, but signing student loans, we teach you nothing.
No, nothing. You learn nothing. You get nothing. You lose.
You're on the quotes today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. I don't have a personality. It's just things that I pull from socials, from the media I consume.
Same here. Buy our merch and love us forever. Check us out physically and the podcast. Also listen to 21 Pilots, baby, because that's what Carl's repping today.
Damn right.
Happy spoopy season. Maybe we'll do another. Maybe we won't. Okay.
You never know with us. So love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.